On a day when we come together to celebrate the achievements of these seniors, as well as those of the faculty, indeed of the University of Massachusetts Amherst as a whole, it is fitting that a student be chosen to reflect on his or her experiences. I am pleased to present our student speaker, Isaac Himmelman, from Santa Monica, California. Isaac is a political science major and Judaic and Near Eastern Studies minor who was selected following a competitive process. After commencement, Isaac plans to move to New York and pursue a career in television, film performance, and writing. Isaac?
Thank you, Chancellor Hullop. All right, so I'll you fulfill the literature requirement, right? This should be familiar to you if you have. I'm going to start with some basic literary deconstruction of the student commencement speech. Now, if you go online and read transcripts of student commencement speeches, which I spent an entire Friday doing, you'll see they all follow a loose structure. First, there's the hook. Now, my hook was asking the class of 2012 if they fulfill the mandatory Gen Ed Lit requirement needed to graduate. Some of you are probably on iPhones right now, logging into Spire and double-checking. Everybody chill. That was just my hook. If you're here wearing one of these gowns, you're good to go. Now, with the hook out of the way, we're given about 4 minutes to introduce ourselves, make a few witty insights, a few inside jokes, pinpoint the subterranean narrative of an entire undergraduate experience, and then bring it all back home with an impactful take-home message. And I get extra points if I end with a topical quote, so I'm thinking of ending this whole thing with a Du Bois quote. All right, here we go. Now, graduation is cause for celebration, sure, but for us graduates, it's a scary time too. One day our weeks are laid out for us on 50-minute cubes on an easy-to-read online calendar designed by the friendly folks at OIT. The next thing we know, we're thrust into a world of job hunting and economic uncertainties. Now, I come from a small private high school in Los Angeles, so the last time I graduated, it was with a class of 50 kids. In a class of 50 kids, everyone ends up feeling pretty close-knit, so understandably, the summer before I got to UMass, I was nervous about the size of this place. 25,000 plus students on a campus large enough to have been afforded its own zip code. That's very daunting. But 4 years later, I'm walking past the armies of geese waddling about the campus pond, the skater kids brooding outside the Fine Arts Center, the crowds of students rushing in and out of academic buildings like Tobin or Herder, buildings that I, for one, have always thought beautiful in their understated Soviet-era elegance. That's right. I walk past these people, these places, and realize that this campus, this college, this place, this strange place in Western Massachusetts that for whatever reason, cosmic, rhythmic, or what have you, this place that the thousands of us graduating here today all ended up in at the same moment in human history. I realize that this place I'm leaving has become home. And these people, most of whom I will never get a chance to meet, these people have become family. And now we, the graduating class of 2012, are leaving our home and entering a world that our parents, our professors, the generations before us, they tell us the world we are entering is broken. They tell us we are graduating college and entering a broken and imperfect world. They're not wrong. But let us not forget that when we enter into this broken world, we are doing so 5,000 strong, and we are doing so together. And so, together we are to view their words not as burden, but as privilege, not as a warning, but as a challenge. Now, I told you I was going to try to end this with a topical quote, and I was thinking of Du Bois, but I think this speech is best ended quoting someone who actually attended our university. So here's a quote from a Pixies song. It goes, my head was feeling scared, but my heart was feeling free. To my family here today, a family that extends to every UMass student that will or has already walked this campus, sat in these seats, worn these gowns. To my family here today, let us step together into a broken world, scared, sure, but also free. Free to fix this world imperfect, repairing pieces broken, replacing pieces missing. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac, and best of luck with that repair work in New York City. I have the honor to present Ronald Grasso, class of 1992, president of the UMass Amherst Alumni Association.